Hey, Sunshine. Hey, Sunshine. Hey, Sunshine. Good morning. Good morning. It is time to rise and shine. I've been over here messing with my iPad. It locked up on me, so that's why I was all trying to figure out what was going on with it, but it will be okay. Good morning, Miss Abigail. Thank you for sending me your information. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's see. Good morning. Today, my title is Words of Wisdom. But before I jump right into that, I just want to say that today, can you all say today is the deadline for you to nominate your ray of sunshine and also get me the information if you want to participate in the virtual business showcase event this Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time sharp. So if you want to participate or if you know someone that may be interested, send them my way. But today is the deadline for that. So I'm excited because that's the second one. We had the first one a couple weeks ago. Y'all know I have my tea from my throat. I have it from my throat. And then so that's Friday. And then Saturday, we're going to have the facilitators of the I Am Innocent project for Mr. Antonio Craig. And that is going to be presented by Mr. McCullough and his team. So please be here to support him and listen to him tell his story, tell us about his movement and his upcoming events. All right, moving right along. Hey, did y'all get dressed to shoes? All right, I'm dressed to shoes. Are you? I know it's early. I know it's early, but y'all should be up and moving around by now. Yes, ma'am. Today. Thank you, Miss Abigail. I'm still having that little thing in my throat. I drink tea seems like all day, every day. It's cold outside, y'all. Even inside it's cold because it's so cold outside. I think it's like 25 degrees right now. So we're going to keep this train moving. I just want to remind you all to watch. Today's words of wisdom is to watch, to pay attention, pay close attention to everything, your surroundings, your children, your finances, whatever it is. Oh my goodness, whatever it is that is attached to you, whoever is attached to you, pay close attention to just your surroundings and the people that are attached to you. Can you hear me okay, Miss Abigail? I'm not talking too loud because I'm trying to reserve this, whatever is going on with my throat. All right. So if you were with me on Sunday, we had the young men who were able to rescue the 10-year-old and bring her back to safety. Do you know why that they were able to do that? Because they were watching, they were paying attention to their surroundings. So we should always make sure that we're vigilant. Sometimes I'm oblivious to what's going on because I'm dancing in my own head to my own music. And I've just become so comfortable in this small town, but it doesn't matter where you live. Things happen in all places, whether big, small, city, country. Things are happening around us more so today. And especially with the technology, everything is being recorded. So make sure that you're paying attention and you're doing your due diligence. So they were paying attention to their surroundings. And so we are so thankful to them and that they were willing and available to come on to Conversations with Selena. So moving right along, we're going to say, be careful who you listen to. Watch who you're taking counsel from. We know that Psalms 1:1 says, blessed is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the ungodly, which means you should not be listening to what everybody has to say. We just have to be careful, and then pay attention to the people. If they celebrate us, if they celebrate us when we succeed, or if they're happy when we don't, when we fail, are they celebrating um, whenever we make mistakes? Are they celebrating when things go wrong in our life? So pay attention to that. Watch. Those are the words of wisdom today. Watch. Pay attention. I'm going to continue to say that throughout this segment because it's so important. People are secretly jealous. People will tell on themselves, their reactions, their behaviors, their support. Are they supporting you? I know yesterday I received some some constructive correction on yesterday, and I received it, and I received it well, because I want you to give me your feedback. Tell me if I'm doing great. Tell me if you think I should change something, about the way that I'm doing things. If you think it's wrong, tell me that. I am open to receiving it, because maybe in the past I have wore my feelings on my shoulders, and I'm not going to say that sometimes now I may not, but it's not the same. When people are telling you things to help you grow and to help you be better, we need to be open and receptive of what they have to say. But just be careful of who you're receiving and accepting that information from. So that's a shout out to CDM, and you know who you are. So I do appreciate you. Always receive constructive correction well, especially when you pay attention and you're watching who you're receiving that correction and counsel from. The next thing is watch your children. So we've had segments on this about watching your children, paying attention to them, their behaviors. You never know if they're being bullied. You don't know if they're being abused. If they're being withdrawn from you, not really wanting to talk, isolating themselves, pay attention to the warning signs. Take heed to the people that are telling you, the people that you think are old and crazy. Let me tell you something. You'll be that old and crazy person before you know it. So listen to what the older and elderly people are sharing with you, because their words are definitely words of wisdom, and they're trying to prevent you and me and everyone else that they can help. They're trying to prevent you from making the same mistakes that they made with their children. So here I am to tell you from personal experiences to pay attention. I wish that someone would have reached down and asked me a question, talk to me about what was going on, and not letting me just say I was okay. Because children will be like, oh, I'm good, just those short answers. So we have to ask those probing questions to our children and anyone that's around us, not just our children, but people and children and elderly men and women, boys and girls that are around us. When you see something in people, try to help pull it out of them. Try to get the information, and not to be nosy, but to be of help. That's what we're here for, right? So we have had segments, and we will continue to have segments on those, because we want to get the word out and the awareness about paying attention and talking to our children to keep them safe. Now, this last one is what happened to me last week. You need to pay attention to your accounts. I need to pay attention to my accounts, even if they're on auto pay. Because I had a situation where it was on auto pay. I had a bill and it was on auto pay, and it switched over, like the account switched over, and I spoke to the people and I told them to keep the account exactly the same, which you would think would have been what? The automatic draft. But it didn't happen. So I contacted them, thought I took care of it. It didn't happen. And because this particular bill had been on auto pay for years, it was like out of sight, out of mind for me. And I just automatically thought that it was being taken care of because I watched it. At first, I made sure it came out, it came out, it came out. And then once it came out with no problem, it just was an automatic thing for me until until I got a ding on my phone letting me know that my credit score had dropped. And I was like, I couldn't even believe it because it had been 100 across the board. It was 100 pay on time, my history. So I'm not going to tell you I was devastated because used to I would have been just bawling my eyes out because I had to work so hard to rebuild my credit. And we'll talk about all this on another one. But I just want to say that I contacted the bank and I did not get upset. I said, what would I tell my community? What would I tell my conversations with Selena community to do in this situation? So I had to sit back, and that's what I did. I said, okay, what would I say? And I would say, just relax, take some deep breaths, pray about it, and it's going to be okay. So literally, I'm talking to y'all. I'm not online, but I'm talking to y'all to tell me what I would say to y'all. So I did. I relaxed. I talked to the young lady. I said, ma'am, I know it's not your fault. I'm just going to accept this as a hard pill to swallow. It's my mistake. I should have paid attention. I should have been paying attention to this, but I had become so accustomed to you all taking it out without problems, without fail. And I had become too comfortable. I said, but I'm sick to my stomach because of this. I'm upset. I'm upset because I've contacted you all numerous times and I thought it was a done deal. I didn't initially set this account up. So when I contacted you, I thought it was done and I moved on with my life. Well, needless to say, it wasn't, but I did not get upset with her. And she says, well, ma'am, the only thing that I can do is report it and see if they'll try and get it reversed. I said, well, that's all that I can ask you to do. And thank you so much. Well, I went on about my day, and later she called me back. Now, her voice is just straight monotone, no excitement. So I'm not sure if we really going to be working on this, if you're just telling me you're going to be working on this. But she did exactly what she said she was going to do. She called me back, and I said, oh, I want her to just spit it out. Tell me real quick what happened. But she didn't. She's like, we got to verify you. I'm like, okay, I'm who I say I am. So I had to give her all my information. And so at the end, she said that they were going to send it in to reverse it. Because I told her, if you look at my history, it was paid every month on time. And so I said all of that to say what? Watch and pay close attention. Watch and pay close attention to your surroundings, the people that you take counsel from. Watch and pay close attention to your children and your accounts, because they will come back to haunt you if you don't, even if they are on auto pay. So nothing can be out of your sight. You have to set aside time to take care of your business, to take time with your children, to take time and evaluate your friends and your relationships and the people that you think are on your cheering team, but may secretly be on your hoping she falls flat on her face team. And that is it. Those are my words of wisdom for today. We are up. It's time to get our day started. I'm dressed to shoes. It's super cold outside. And I'm drinking my tea in my Conversations with Selena cup. Yes, I love it. And that's it. I'm so excited that you joined me this morning. And if you're watching the replay, please put in the comments #replay. And also, if you watched it all the way to the end, tell me something that you're paying close attention to. I'm curious to know. So please let me know that. And before we close out, I think I'm just going to go ahead and play a commercial. So we're going to have us a quick commercial break. Who are we going to play today? All right, that is Dion Manning, and her book is Coffee Talks with God. So make sure you pick up a copy of your book. She has a candle that goes with that and a coffee mug. So thank you all once again for joining. And this is Selena Thomas with your Conversations with Selena motivational moment. Have a wonderful day and keep it smiling, sunshine.